guys, and welcome back to a new reading vlog, which is very exciting because I feel like I've been out of the reading vlog thing for a while, which I don't think you've noticed, but I miss doing reading vlogs, so I want to do them again. I've just been crazy with work, that's why I think I haven't had the time or energy to do them, but I'm gonna try to do one this week even though it's already Thursday. I'm starting one, so kind of a weekend reading vlog, but yeah, whatever. I wanted to do one, that's for sure. Today's Thursday, November 4, which is crazy. Like, Christmas is coming up. Like, I'm listening to Christmas music, which is actually the first time I'm doing that, because I felt like it was time. I'm actually heading out soon. I'm off today, but I'm hanging out soon with my mom, and we're going to this like store that has now all of the Christmas stuff, which is why I'm listening to Christmas music to kind of like pump me up, because it's time to buy all the Christmas stuff, right? But let's talk reading plans this week, or what I'm currently reading. I'm actually currently reading only one book, but I'm starting two more, which I have right here. But the one that I am currently reading is still New Moon by Stephanie Meyer. So as you know, I'm doing my reread of the Towa saga, which I do every fall, and I'm currently on the second book still. It's going pretty slow because I haven't had the time to read, but I'm soon done with this one. I'm on page 424, so I'm soon done with this, and I'm ready for it to be over so I can start Eclipse and then Breaking Dawn and finally Midnight Sun, which I haven't read. But this is what I'm currently reading, and then I'm starting two other books. Hopefully I can start both of them today. That would be great. But the first book that I'm starting is a reread, and I loved it the first time I read it, so I'm excited to reread it again. It is House of Salt and Sorrow by Erin A. Craig. This is a retelling of the 12 Dancing Princesses, which I love. I don't know why, it was something mystical about that story, and when I found out that there was a retelling, I needed to have it. I loved it the first time I read it last year, and I'm so excited to read it again. I remember being really scared because it had like a ghost element, which I think is really, really scary. So I'm excited to start this one today. Hopefully I will, and I will read a bit. Yeah. The next book that I'm also starting, I haven't read before, and that is Pet Sematary by Stephen King. So I asked you guys on Instagram if I would start this one or Salem's Lot first, because I couldn't decide, by Stephen King, and you guys decided this one. So I'm very excited about this one because a lot of people say that this is their favorite Stephen King book, which obviously is a huge thing to say because he has a lot of books out there. So I'm very intrigued by it. I'm a little bit scared, but so freaking excited. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a great, hopefully, reading the rest of the week. Even though I work the entire weekend, I am in a really big reading mood. So these are the three books that I will be focusing on in this reading vlog, and hopefully I can make some progress. That would be great. Okay, so I am home. I've been home quite a while, and I've just been spending the night reading, and I started House of Salt and Sorrow, and I am on page 76. So in this book, we basically follow this family that kind of the royals, or like some sort of royalty thing on this island, this family, and they are 12 sisters, or in the beginning there were 12 sisters, but now, like, when you start off the book, there are only 7 sisters left because each and every one of them keeps dying, which is odd, obviously. So when you start the book, there are only 7 sisters left. You start off like right away with a funeral for the latest one that died. So there are 7 left. There used to be 12 sisters, and you know, no one really thinks anything of it until NLA, it's kind of the one that you follow, kind of thinks that something is going on and that someone murdered her sisters, because it doesn't really add up. And as a reader, or at least I think, it's very, very odd. You know, there's kind of a rumor going on that his family is cursed and no one really wants to be near them because they think they'll be cursed too if they're near these people. And it's all just really horrible and sad. And the remaining sisters are just kind of trying to move on. They have been mourning for so long. And their father has like a new wife or a new girlfriend because their mother is also dead. And this new stepmother, like, I've read this but I don't really remember, but I feel like she's really coming off as nice. She's trying to be really nice and is after the throne, in my opinion. I feel like she is, but so far she hasn't really done anything suspicious. But she kind of thinks that they are done mourning, that we should move on with our lives, that we should go out dancing, you guys should meet boys, and you should stop mourning because you have to move on with your lives, which is, I guess, is true. But of course they're mourning after losing so many of their sisters, and their dad is kind of just going along with everything that the stepmother says, you know, the typical story. And we have, like, I think it's so creepy with ghost, like, that's the most creepy thing I know. So the sisters are kind of still feeling like the sisters that are dead are among them. Like, Annalay discovers footsteps outside one of the dead sisters' room and no one's in there, and they discover like creepy things like that. It's just really creepy. I shouldn't be reading this at night. This is like a YA fantasy, I'm pretty sure, and I'm scared. I don't think those elements are super creepy when, you know, there's like a ghost, someone that's dead, and you kind of feel them or see them. Really, really creepy. But yeah, Annalay thinks that the sisters have been murdered, and she is kind of the one that's taken initiative to find out. The other sisters, I don't really know. Yeah, but Annalay is the one that's like, I'm gonna go to the bottom with this because something ain't adding up. So that's kind of where I'm at. I have read this before, as I've said, but it's been a while and I don't really remember everything. So very excited and intrigued by this. I'm really, really enjoying it so far. Then I've also been reading a little bit in New Moon, and I'm on page 462, and my goal for the evening is to finish this one because I feel like I've been reading this for quite some time now and it's time to finish it. So I'm gonna finish this before I start Pet Cemetery, I think. And when I finish it, I am gonna move on with Eclipse because I am doing a reread of this entire series. So I should be able to do it. So my goal for the night is to finish this one. The clock is like 10, I think, in the evening, and I work evening tomorrow, so I can be up late because I don't have to be up early. But I still do want to go to bed at a decent hour because I think I really need some sleep. Like, I love my sleep. But I'm gonna try to go and finish this, and then we'll see where I'm at. But yeah. It is a little while later. I think it's around 10:30 in the evening, and I just wanted to tell you guys that I finished New Moon. Finally, very happy about that. It is finished, accomplished, goal accomplished. But yeah, I think I'm gonna head to bed. I might read some more in House of Salt and Sorrow before I fall asleep, but we'll see how tired I am once I get into bed. But yeah, good night. It is Friday morning. It's around 11 in the morning and I soon have to head to work. I start work at 12 and I go on till 9:30, so unfortunately won't have a lot of reading time today. I have spent the morning reading, but I don't think I will be able to read anything more. But I've been reading House of Salt and Sorrow. I am on page 177 and I talked about this last night, but since these sisters have this rumor of this family that they're cursed, no one really wants to know about them. Like, they recently had this ball for, I think, the triplets turned 16, so they had a ball as one do when you're royalty, you know. And the older sisters, you know, feel like it's time to find someone to live their life with, to marry, because one day the oldest one are gonna take over the throne. But no boys will dance with these girls because they have this reputation of being cursed and haunted, and they're just struggling to find someone because no one wants to know about them. And if you don't know about the 12 Dancing Princesses, like the original story, we have that coming right now. So no one wants to dance with these girls at the ball, and these girls hear a rumor that there is a secret door that the gods used and they are trying to find this door, and they do. And that door kind of, or like secret passway, kind of lead to wherever you want it to lead. So these girls think about like they enter the door and they think about a gorgeous ball with a lot of boys that wants to dance with us, and that appears, you know, like magic. So they are in secret every night when they're supposed to be in bed. They go through the secret door and dances the night away at this ball. And it's all very just magical and whimsical. And also Annalay, which is, I think, is the second oldest sister that's alive, is the one that's desperately still trying to prove that the other sisters was murdered, because no one really believes them. Her dad doesn't believe that they were murdered, you know. So we're all still trying to cope with that. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it, so glad I'm reading this. I've also started Pet Sematary, but I haven't been able to read a lot. I'm only on page 24, and so far we have like this family moving in. They used to come like from the city, I believe, and now they've moved on or moved into this house more on the countryside. And that's basically where I'm at. Nothing has really happened yet. But I'm glad I picked it up, and I'm glad I finally started it. That's progress, right? I've also been reading a little bit in Eclipse because this gives me so much comfort vibes and I need that. I'm on page 35, so not a lot here. So yeah, unfortunately I won't get probably any more reading done maybe tonight when I get home, but I have to be up early tomorrow for work. But tomorrow after work I might be able to do some reading, because the goal for the weekend is definitely at least to finish House of Salt and Sorrow. The other two I probably won't be able to finish because Eclipse is huge, and Pet Sematary I feel like takes a little bit for me to get into, and we'll see. But House of Salt and Sorrow is going by really fast. So the goal for the weekend is to at least finish House of Salt and Sorrow. So, but yeah, now I'm just gonna have to get ready. I might get something to eat, and then I will just head to work and spend the rest of my day and night there. Okay, so it is like 11 in the evening. I've gotten home from work, I've showered, I've eaten, and I'm ready to hop into bed. I will try to do some reading in House of Salt and Sorrow before I fall asleep, because I feel pretty awake, honestly, but I should sleep since I have to be up early tomorrow for work. But we'll see if I can get some pages read before I fall asleep. That would be great. But yeah, good night. It is Saturday evening. I just been working all day, and after work I haven't been doing anything basically. I've just been very tired, and it's gray and rainy outside, so it's just been a perfect night to sit in and read and relax, which is what I've been doing all night, and I will keep doing all night. I've been mostly focusing on House of Salt and Sorrow because this is the one that I want to finish this weekend, and I've gotten up to page 282. And I'm still really enjoying it. So even though I read this before, I don't remember everything, the details, so it's kind of like reading it for the first time, kind of. But it's really creepy. I just had the goosebumps. So, you know, we have the sisters that are dead, presumably murdered, and we have more murders happening now, and there are even less sisters left. And there was this scene that was really creepy. So Annalay is the one that kind of believes that they have been murdered and that foul play is happening, and she's trying to figure out who the murderer is, and no one of her sisters or her father really believes her, so she's kind of alone in this. She has this like guy friend that also kind of believes her, but other than that she's alone with that. But she has the like her little sister, the one of the youngest ones I believe, draws, so she has like a drawing sketching thing and she draws. And one night after they buried a sister, they slept together like in the same bed because they wanted comfort. I guess they were sad, obviously they were mourning. And then they woke up, and the younger sister kind of like was possessed, like she was walking and looking at her but not really saying anything. And she walked down to like the kitchen, and she has her drawing pad or whatever, and she has been drawing the dead sisters, the ones that are already dead, and she has like been drawing them as they died, which is super creepy. But what was really creepy was that, so Annalay followed her into the kitchen and found her sketchbook, and she saw that she has drawn a picture of her dead. And it was just so creepy because everyone else that she drew was already dead. And then she finds this drawing of herself being dead. It was just really creepy. Like, she knows she's next. And what I don't understand too, so the ghost of her sisters, or the ghosts of her sisters, are haunting them. And I don't understand why they're mean. Like, their sisters, all of these 12 sisters were originally very close. Like, they're very close sisters, as far as you know. And I don't understand why they would come back to haunt them and to be mean to the other sisters. I don't really get it. I understand that they haven't been able to move on because I think they've been murdered and you want to know who did it. But I don't understand why they are haunting and being mean to the other sisters. I don't get it because it just really doesn't make any sense. But I'm really, really enjoying it. It's super, super creepy. I just think the ghost thing is super creepy when someone is like doing things and kind of are possessed, or you're not really being that person, or sleepwalking, whatever, and people coming back from like the dead being ghosts. Like, it's just really creepy. And I can't wait to finish this one because I don't remember how it ends and I want to know like who's behind it, so I'm very excited. It is currently like 9:30 and I don't have to be up early tomorrow because I have an evening shift, so we'll see how much further progress I can have in this one. We'll see if I can finish it. I'm not sure. This is how much I've left, so it's not a whole lot, but we'll see. If I get in a really good reading mood, I might finish it, but it all depends on how I feel. But yeah, hopefully I can get some more reading done before bed. Okay, it's a little while later and I don't know if you can see, but I'm almost crying. Like, I'm almost. Holy. Oh god. Okay, so I've gotten up to page 314. And I've never experienced me crying when I'm scared. Like, I've cried when it's sad, and I've cried when a book is beautiful or sad or happy. But I've never experienced my eyes watering out of that I'm scared, and it's so freaking disturbing. That has never happened before, and I don't think I did it when the first time I read this, but oh my gosh, I don't know why. I think it's just individual what you think is creepy, but this shit right here is so freaking creepy in my opinion, and I had completely forgot about it. Ugh. Yeah. It's creepy. It's really creepy. And I should be able to finish it because I am in a really good reading mood. So I'm gonna go and finish this one now, hopefully. And I'll talk to you guys once I have done that. It is quite a while later and I just wanted to tell you guys that I finished House of Salt and Sorrow and I'm about to hop into bed. But I really enjoyed it second time around. I must say, what a satisfying ending it was. Like, as satisfying it could be with all the horrible things happening, but I really did enjoy the ending and it was very, very satisfying, like how you wanted it to end, which I really appreciate. So it left me in peace. Like, I could close this book and feel at peace, which was nice. So yeah, I really, really enjoyed it and I'm so glad I reread it because it's a really good book in my opinion. But yeah, now I think I'm just gonna head to bed, maybe watch a movie or a TV show or something, maybe read a little bit, but I don't think so. But yeah, good night. Hello guys, it is Sunday. It's about 12 o'clock. I start work at 2, so had the morning off. But yeah, I've just filmed a video, so I'm gonna have to go and clean up because it's always a mess whenever I film with the books and stuff. But really happy with the video, and I'm gonna try to see if I can get that edited and imported before I have to leave for work, but we'll see. But I spent the morning also reading Pet Sematary by Stephen King, and I'm on page 81. And it's getting really good and creepy. So, you know, we have this family moving in, as I've said. And like at that street, or in the street a little further away, there's like a forest and a pathway that leads to a pet cemetery. And the neighbor kind of showed this new family it because it's kind of famous, you know, it's been there forever, and a lot of people that have lived there have buried their pets there. And, you know, nothing really seems off. It seems like a perfectly normal pet cemetery, you know. But a few days later, the family, the dad is a doctor, and they got a patient that actually died. And before he died, they didn't know each other. And before he died, he said to this man, the dad of the family, he said, "Pet cemetery." And he said like creepy things about it. And it's like, he knew his name, and he said pet cemetery. Like, it's not just a pet cemetery, I think it's what he said. And that was just really creepy because so far as a reader, you haven't really heard or read anything off about the pet cemetery, but obviously there's something going on with that cemetery, and something isn't what it's supposed to be. But that's honestly where I'm at. Nothing really has happened, but besides that, I thought that was really creepy. Like, seconds before he died, he just said pet cemetery, like it's not, you know, and he knew his name, and it was just really creepy. And obviously the dad is kind of thinks he imagined it because he's been thinking about that pet cemetery because his daughter was really freaked out by it, and he thinks that he just hallucinated that he said that, but he actually said that, and it was really, really creepy. So I'm excited to see how it goes. I will see if I can try to read a little bit before I have to go to work. I don't have a lot of time left though before I need to leave, but we'll see. I would love to get some more reading done because I'm really, really getting into it, and I'm really, really enjoying it so far. It is just a mess, so I'm gonna go and clean up before I continue reading and maybe edit the video. It is a little while later and I have to head to work now, but I want to do a update on Pet Sematary. I've been reading a bit. I'm on page 104 and it's still really good, really creepy. So this man, the dad of the family, has this bad dream, or he thinks it's a dream, or like he's sleepwalking, or, you know, he thinks it's a dream, but I think it's actually happening, where this kid that died, the one that said Pet Sematary and then died, led him in this dream led this man to the dad to the pet cemetery in the middle of the night, and he thought it was a dream, but you know, I think it actually happened because he woke up and the bed was like full of dirt and stuff because they went through the forest. So it's just really, really creepy. And yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I haven't been able to read too much, unfortunately, but now I need to go, and I will do one final update tonight before I end this reading vlog. But yeah, it is Sunday evening and I've just gotten home from work. I washed my hair, I've eaten, and I'm actually getting ready for bed since I have to be up early tomorrow, unfortunately. But I have been reading a little bit, not as much as I would want to, but I've been reading a little bit in Pet Sematary, and I've gotten up to page 127, and I'm still really enjoying it. I can't wait to read more tomorrow when I have more time and more energy to do so. But I'm really, really enjoying it. I love the creepy vibes. I'm really into it, which I'm so happy about. And in Eclipse, I don't think I've read any more since the last time I updated you guys. I'm only on page 35, so this is not a book that I'm prioritizing. I'm just reading this on the side for fun because I do my reread of this series every year, and it's just a really good time. I'm not stressing. I'm not gonna be stressed about it. I'm just reading it for fun and for all the comfort vibes. But yeah, I'm gonna go to bed and we're gonna end this reading vlog here. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in one of my next videos. Bye.